I bought my first Tesla 3 years ago, and I'll be honest with you, I was skeptical. I'd driven BMWs and Audis for 20 years. I liked the sound of a good engine, the feel of a proper transmission, and I thought electric cars were for tech nerds who didn't actually enjoy driving. But my buddy convinced me to test drive his Model Y, and 6 weeks later, I had one in my driveway. Now, 3 years and 65,000 miles later, I can tell you with absolute certainty that I will never buy another gas car. Not because I'm trying to save the planet or make a statement, because once you experience these 10 things, going back to a gas car feels like downgrading to a flip phone after using a smartphone. Let me explain. Number 1, I haven't been to a gas station in 3 years. This sounds simple, but you don't realize how much of your life you waste at gas stations until you stop going. I plug my car in at night, just like my phone, and I wake up with a full charge every morning. No more stopping on the way home from work when it's cold and raining. No more getting gas smell on your hands. No more standing there for 5 minutes watching the pump. I installed a 240-volt outlet in my garage for $600. And now it costs me about $8 to fully charge my car. That same range would cost me $50 in gas. Over 3 years, I've saved over $4,000 just on fuel. But the real benefit isn't the money, it's the time. I calculated it once. I was stopping for gas about twice a week, 5 minutes each time. That's 520 minutes a year, or almost 9 hours standing at a gas station. I haven't done that once in 3 years. Number 2, the acceleration never gets old. I've owned fast cars before. I had a BMW M3 that could do 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. But electric acceleration is different. There's no lag, no waiting for the turbo to spool up, no downshift. You press the pedal, and the car just goes. My Model Y does 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, and it does it every single time without hesitation. I've had my car for 3 years, and I still smile every time I merge onto the highway. My wife, who never cared about cars, now refuses to drive anything else because she loves how it feels. And here's the thing nobody tells you: that instant torque makes the car feel safer. When you need to get out of a bad situation in traffic, the car responds immediately. No waiting, no drama. It just moves. Number 3, the maintenance is basically non-existent. In 3 years and 65,000 miles, I've rotated my tires and replaced the cabin air filter. That's it. No oil changes, no transmission service, no spark plugs, no exhaust work, no alternator, no timing belt. I used to budget $1,500 a year for maintenance on my BMW. On my Tesla, I've spent maybe $400 total in 3 years. The brake pads still look brand new because regenerative braking does most of the work. I had a friend with a similar year Audi Q5, and in the same 3-year period, he spent over $5,000 on maintenance. Oil changes, transmission service, water pump replacement, and some sensor that failed twice. My Tesla has had 0 mechanical issues. The only time I've contacted Tesla service was to ask a question about a software feature. They answered it over the phone in 5 minutes. Number 4, the software updates keep making the car better. This is something you can't understand until you own one. Every few weeks, I get a notification that there's a software update available. I tap install on my phone before I go to bed, and when I wake up, my car has new features. In the 3 years I've owned my Tesla, I've gotten better autopilot, improved range estimation, new games, faster supercharging, better climate control, and features I didn't even know I wanted. My BMW never got better after I bought it. It only got older. My Tesla feels newer now than it did when I bought it. Last year, Tesla pushed an update that added about 15 miles of range to my car by optimizing the battery management system. I didn't pay for that. I didn't bring my car in for service. I just woke up one day with more range. Number 5, Autopilot makes highway driving effortless. I drive about 30 miles each way to work, mostly highway. Before I had Autopilot, I'd get home exhausted from sitting in traffic for an hour. Now, I engage Autopilot, and the car handles all of it. It stays in my lane, maintains a safe distance from the car in front of me, and adjusts speed automatically. I'm still paying attention, and my hands are on the wheel, but the car is doing the tedious work. On a long road trip last summer, I drove from Phoenix to San Diego, about 350 miles. Autopilot handled probably 90% of that drive. I arrived feeling like I'd been a passenger, not the driver. My wife and I actually enjoyed the drive instead of dreading it. Now, when I drive my wife's SUV, I catch myself waiting for the car to stay in the lane on its own, and I realize how much work I'm doing that I don't have to do anymore. Number 6. The cost per mile is a fraction of what I paid for gas. I track everything so I can give you exact numbers. My electricity rate at home is 11 cents per kilowatt hour during off-peak hours. My Tesla uses about 28 kilowatt hours to drive 100 miles. That's $3.08 per 100 miles. In my old Audi, I was getting about 22 miles per gallon, and gas averaged $3.80 a gallon. That's $17.27 per 100 miles. I'm paying less than 20% of what I used to pay. Over 65,000 miles, that saved me about $9,000 compared to what I would have spent on gas. And that's just fuel. When you add in the maintenance I'm not doing, I'm easily $12,000 ahead, over 3 years. For people like us who have the income to afford a Tesla, that money isn't life-changing, but it's not nothing either. That's a nice vacation every year, or a chunk of a college fund, just from owning a different car. Number 7. The interior is cleaner and simpler than any car I've owned. There's no gear shifter taking up space, no center console full of buttons I never use, no engine noise, no vibration, just a huge touchscreen and a minimalist design that actually makes sense. At first, I thought I'd miss having physical buttons for everything, but within a week, I realized the touchscreen is faster and easier. Everything is organized logically. Climate control, navigation, music, settings, it's all right there. And because there's no engine in the front gives me extra storage space. I fit 2 full sets of golf clubs in my car without folding down the back seats. The cabin is quiet at highway speeds. I can have a normal conversation with my wife without raising my voice. In my old BMW, we had to talk louder over the road noise and engine. I didn't realize how much that bothered me until it was gone. Number 8. I can precondition the car from my phone. On a hot summer day, I can turn on the air conditioning from inside my office 5 minutes before I leave. I walk out to a car that's already cool. In winter, I can heat the cabin and defrost the windows while the car is still plugged in. This uses wall power instead of battery, so I'm not losing range. This is one of those features that seems small until you use it every day. I park outside at work, and summer temperatures here in Vegas hit 115 degrees. My co-workers walk out to cars that are 140 degrees inside. They sit there sweating for 5 minutes, waiting for the AC to catch up. I walk out to a perfectly cool car. Same thing in winter, when it's 35 degrees at 6 a.m. My car is warm, the windows are clear, and I'm not freezing while I wait for the engine to warm up. Number 9. Supercharging on road trips is easier than I expected. I was worried about this before I bought the car. What if I can't find a charger? What if it takes forever? Turns out, it's a non-issue. Tesla has over 50,000 superchargers, and they're everywhere. On that Phoenix to San Diego trip, I stopped twice to charge. Each stop took about 20 minutes, just enough time to use the bathroom and grab a coffee. The car tells me exactly where to stop and how long I need to charge. I plug in. The charging starts automatically, and I get a notification on my phone when it's done. The cost for that entire trip was $38 in electricity. In my Audi, it would have been over $100 in gas, And honestly, those 20-minute breaks made the trip better. I wasn't exhausted when we arrived because I'd actually taken breaks instead of pushing through for 6 hours straight. Number 10. The resale value holds better than any car I've owned. I check the value of my car every few months, out of curiosity. 3 years later, with 65,000 miles, my Model Y is still worth about 65% of what I paid for it. My BMW M3 lost 50% of its value in the first 3 years. My Audi was even worse. Electric cars used to depreciate fast, but Teslas hold value because the demand is there. People want them, and because software updates keep the car current. A 3-year-old Tesla doesn't feel outdated the way a 3-year-old gas car does. When I'm ready to sell this car in another few years, I'll get a significant amount of money back. And I'll use that money to buy another Tesla, probably whatever the newest Model Y is at that point. Look, I'm not telling you that Tesla is perfect. The paint quality isn't as good as a BMW. The interior materials aren't as fancy as a Mercedes. But after 3 years of ownership, those things don't matter to me anymore. What matters is that this car costs less to run, requires almost no maintenance, drives itself on the highway, and keeps getting better over time. I spend less time and money on this car than any car I've ever owned, and I enjoy driving it more. That's why I'll never buy another gas car. Not because I'm making a statement, because going back would be a downgrade in every way that actually matters. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments what questions you have about Tesla ownership. Hit subscribe if you want more honest Tesla content from someone who's actually lived with one for years. I'll see you in the next one.